Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail?
I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers?
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince. Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Understood. I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain?
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
It was the duels of Genius Invocation TCG that allowed our hearts to bond. It's understandable that ordinary people such as yourselves are unable to comprehend such a thing.
So, playing Genius Invokation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline. That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh!
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink. You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna...
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there. Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
Yes? You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
That's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. Please.
All right, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right?
Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG! Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out once you've defeated all... Now then, you're...
Let's go.
First, we roll... These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skill. Not bad. You just made your first attack during the action after you use a skill to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's up. Now, these are up. So, we're... That was pretty good! But the game... As much as we'd like to attack again... In that case, after you end, and once everyone... All right! Here we are, a fresh new round! Woohoo! And a fresh new... Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Oh, there's no way we'll be able to use Diluc's skill now. But don't worry, situations like these, once per round, you can... When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes. This means that since... Alrighty then, each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 Once Diluc's energy... Never mind. Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case... Now we have 3 energy plus. It's time to...
Time for retribution!
An actual game of Genius Invocation TCG. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage. It seems like any move by Kaya is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice. When you deal cryo...
Dodge this!
opponent is affected by cryo. This is different types of elemental damage affect enemy. An elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have... Oh, that reminds... Normally, we can only use the active characters. Now, if you... In this case... You can spend one elemental die of any kind to switch a step.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Switching characters is an action, just like using... Most skills can only target the active character. Alright then, now that D-Luke... Because the opponent is already affected by... When triggered, melt... This will allow you to deal... Alright! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack. Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even don't underestimate action cards. They can grant... So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now... So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. But wait, D-Luke's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not by discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. And this card isn't useful right now. Sometimes, you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. In Genius Invocation TCG, in this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Use... Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental... Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage! Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile. And then... once you have confirmed any adjustments you would... Oh boy, this one's a real... Let's see how you do this time.
Let's go.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach... You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on...
Ready when you are.
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action card. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
Cool it!
All right, cool. What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3, but the rules are all the same.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had...
What? Oh!
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You have slow reactions. Wait. Anyway.
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now...
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more in...
Wait! This card?
It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card...
A customer left it behind a few days ago. But he...
Oh? And...
He wasn't...
Eye patch, you say?
Ugh, I was trying to give the...
Don't worry. Somehow...
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's...
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the Cat's Tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard Captain.
I hope Kaya, well...
But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember,
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya. All right, let's do...
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried previously, duels are true in a duel. Your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able to grab new cards during an end phase. At the same time, your opponent must also spend elemental dice to take actions, so you'll be on it. Are you ready? It's time for some exhilarating fights to the bitter end. Musa!
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Absorption test. Absorption test.
Cool it! Let's finish this, swiftly.
My research... Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation. I want to help. Animo test 6308.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
This will be interesting. Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Where did I go?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
I'm not done.
I can't believe I lost when we had the... Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game.
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. But it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive,
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when there's an alchemy genius like Albedo around to compare myself to.
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But I'm pretty sure it's normal to feel that way. Playing cards is no different. Seizing victory through
But what if you...
a losing streak. Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our...
Thank you.
Good! Having fun...
I'll definitely...
Alright. I think you should have all the big... Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need any more help, go bother Shuyan.
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of Genius Invocation TCG.
That's right! The Traveler, Sucrose, and Paimon are TCG players now! Paimon picked it up from watching you and Sucrose.
Becoming a... sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society, you have to pass the test. It's just a tabletop card game. I'm not sure how you would plan on achieving something like that. Basically, to become an official and recognized TC...
So, you have to win...
I agree. Although I didn't...
Same way you can...
A well-trained Sucrose, you... But first things first... Ah, yes, my goodness! Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me.
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from the light novels he's been reading. The thing that the main...
Oh, that's right! The soul... So the casket of Tol...
Well... Actually, all card cases...
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next! The reason they can sense each other is because they have the souls of ancient TCG players inside!
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people...
Darn! What a letdown. Alright, now let's see...
All caskets are probably for the best. If Prince and I were... Okay, so go and see Mark...
But even for the Traveler, that's...
I shall choose. Excellent plan, Prince. Happy dueling, both of you.
Hello, you three. Has little Diona finished teaching you the rules of Genius Invocation? Ah, I see you're here for your casket of tomes, aren't you? A very useful tool indeed.
So this is a casket of tomes.
That's right, a purpose-built case for your card deck that can even detect when someone else nearby is carrying one. Gosh, whoever invented this must have seriously disliked being alone.
Yeah, well, even the most fun game is pretty lonely if you got no one else to play it with.
True. So I'm glad that these customers, TCG players, are able to congregate at the Cat's Tail. You're not wrong, but that's secondary. The important thing to me is the opportunity for like-minded people to come together and enjoy their favorite hobby. It creates a nice atmosphere. Anyway, now that you have your caskets of tomes, it's time to find some opponents.
All right. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Thanks. I'll do my best.
It's been getting